A half-day conference will wrap up tomorrow morning. It's being taught at Houston First Baptist Church.
But interestingly enough, the study materials being used by the people attending this conference, well, it's not the Bible. Eyewitness News reporter Laura Whitley explains.
Long before their church is filled with worshipers, leaders from congregations in this room prepare. However, the topic under review deals with security, not scripture.
These are the victims he left behind: Pastor James Armstrong, his deacon, Ernest Brown.
By pointing out what can go wrong, Chuck Chadwick teaches how a tragedy can be prevented. He faces the unwelcome reality of violence at church.
You know, as you get thousands and thousands of people that come through some of these churches, you're going to have some problems. It's like at any major event.
Unique in its focus, Chadwick seminars train security ministers to protect pastors and their congregants. With the growth in the evangelical movement and a rise in violence at churches like last year in Colorado Springs when a gunman opened fire, Chadwick's watched his seminar business grow.
We had probably about 400 churches that we had trained. Now to this date we have almost 1,000.
We want to provide a place of safety where people can come and just glorify God.
Rick Wagle from Chandler, Arizona, hopes the seminar helps him enhance the security plan at his church.
On any given Sunday, we have an armed undercover police officer near the stage that can intervene and protect the pastor or the speaker. We have an armed police officer in the near the sound booth in the back.
At some churches, security is so elaborate, like here at Houston's First Baptist, they won't even let us show you it on TV. Increasingly, though, where people go to worship, there are armed guards everywhere, from the pulpit to the parking lot.
Often larger churches offer several layers of security.
If somebody comes through the door with a rifle, the threat hopefully will be stopped there before they get in the congregation. If they make it past that person, then there's going to be another layer of security.
And what can you do to protect your church? Well, Chadwick recommends, first of all, having a plan and taking any threat seriously. In a smaller church, those beginning steps can also start by making sure your ushers know what's going on around their surroundings. In larger churches, things can be as elaborate as having armed security guards and bodyguards for the pastor. Reporting live outside of Houston's First Baptist Church in West Houston, Laura Whitley, 13 Eyewitness News.
Gloomy day today.